Hello friends, welcome to another video. My name is Amy and I am a cash stuffer and zero-based budgeter located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, a little bit outside of Seattle. And today we have another cash stuffing, the first of two for the month of August. And on this channel we do cash stuffings, some side hustle stuff. I'm thinking about doing maybe some budgeting videos, but as you watch, if you have anything that you'd like to see, please leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to see so I can film those things for you. So anyway, we'll jump right into it. Today we are stuffing. Let's see what we have going on here today. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, and 420. So 420, 520, 620, 720, 820, 920. And actually, I actually have this deposit envelope because as opposed to constantly taking money out of my binders when I have to use my ATM or debit card and depositing it back into the bank, I use a deposit folder that I put everything in. And when I withdraw my large amount every couple of weeks, I just minus this amount, which I've explained in my other couple of videos, so I won't go on a long-winded explanation. But if you'd like a bit more of an explanation, I definitely do go over that in those. So here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 110, 120, and 125 and 130. So an additional 130, which, you know what? I'm actually bad at doing math in my head. So let me go ahead and count that again. 100, 200, 3, 4, 500. 520, 540, 560, 580, 620, 640, 660, 687, 720, 740, 760, 788, 820, 840, 860, 880, 920, 940, 960, 980, 1000, 1020, 1030, 1040, 1045, and 1050. All right. Awesome. And you know, the thing that I actually love about cash stuffing is it's very, very visual. And I'm actually really bad at math. And I've always been really bad at math, with the exception of probably going up into junior high. I think I was fairly okay at it. And, let's turn that light up. And I progressively just got worse at math. And I remember being in my first year of college, and I think I failed math 100 or 99 or whatever twice, because so much of it was so abstract. And the thing that I really love about cash stuffing is that it's not just that you have some budget on a spreadsheet, which I do use Excel to break down like how much goes into each category. But I love being able to see it, to feel it, to touch it. Everything feels so much more tangible and real as opposed to some imaginary equation that you're doing in like a class. Oh, excuse me. I just had lunch/dinner. And so like I said, today we are cash stuffing $1,050. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Dining out is going to get $25. $25. And actually, before we go too far ahead, what I would like to do is go into my emergency fund, which acts as my bank with smaller bills. And I'd like to take out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. I'll take 100 here and switch it out for those tens. And then I will actually take, yeah, that should be good. Okay. So I'll put that back into here. Oh, we suddenly got real bright. Yikes. Okay. So again, the lighting's a little bit funky today because normally, well, I say normally, but what I had established was that it's a bit better to film in the morning, but we were running around today. We went to Costco, it's the whole thing. So I'm just trying to film because we have a very busy weekend this weekend. So, okay, so now that we have that, I may actually also have to go into some other funds and see if I can get some, trade out some fives potentially. So health has a couple fives here, which I will trade out for this. And actually, maybe it might make sense for me to just go and do this as I go along. Okay, so dining out is getting 25. Gas, we have a bit of change as well as a Target receipt. I've mentioned in a couple other videos that one of my best friends is coming to visit, and so I needed to get some things like towels, and let's see, and so that's the receipt from that. Put that over here. And then let's see, gas is getting 75. So 20, 40, 60, 70, and 5. 40, 60, 75. And this weekend, actually, we are celebrating my siblings' birthdays that had passed. Their birthday had passed. And we're also going to be celebrating my birthday, which is exciting. So I'm just trying to get everything all together. And so a little bit more gas money this week for traveling. And then we have groceries. And like I said, we actually headed out to Costco today, where I spent, I think, $281 between things like diapers, and I had an organizational thing that I also had to purchase. So all of that came out of the grocery fund. And so the remaining that we're actually going to be stuffing is 170. So I have 100, 20, 40, 60, and 70. And I hope you've been having a good week, or I guess it'll be going into a new week. So I hope you've had a good week, and that you closed out July well, if that makes sense. I don't know. Does that make sense? If you close out July, I hope you close out July, that it was a good July, basically. And, you know, I will say it is a lot more complicated to talk and film at the same time, way more than you would think that it would be. It's like walking and chewing at the same time. So 100, 20, 40, 60, and 70. I don't know how many times I just counted that, maybe like 3 different times. So 170 for remaining groceries. I tend to just split between Costco and Trader Joe's. And then we have a local like co-op also that sometimes I'll go to, but it's a little bit more kind of like a Whole Foods. And so it's a bit more expensive. So I'll really only go for like special treats. But otherwise, yeah, mostly Trader Joe's and Costco currently. Miscellaneous this week is getting 80, 20, 40, 60, 80. And this past cash stuffing that I did, we had quite a bit of miscellaneous stuff come up, so we had to go into our buffer. But I think that's also one of the concepts that I've been learning about. I've been reading this book called, oh, I'm brain blanking. What is it called? You know, I will have to put a caption and say what the book is called, because right now I'm seriously brain blanking. It's been a long day, but it's a really, really interesting book, and it has like thousands of reviews on Amazon and totally worth reading. But it talks about how it's so necessary when doing finances to have a margin of error or a margin for error. And the reason is because we might think that we have, this doesn't have I had to take a zipper off, it broke, but we'll make sure to close this up so everything's nice and secure. But basically, you know, it's really, really difficult, right, to be on target all of the time, because there are so many unexpected things that can come up that we don't necessarily account for, or can't account for them, because those unexpected things are unexpected for a reason. They're a surprise. And so, you know, I've been learning to have more of a buffer, more money for miscellaneous items. And sometimes it's harder. Sometimes it's easier than others. But when I can, I try to put in more toward those categories, because like I said, it can be, you know, a lot of random things sometimes will come at you. So beauty this week, which is primarily haircuts for Jay, is getting, did I open that already? I sure did. Is getting 20. So currently we have 20, 25, 30, and 35. We're adding 20. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, and 55. And he was telling me that the price of his haircuts recently just went up a little bit. So this should cover that. Bills, which is for, again, sometimes a bit of unexpected things will come up. And in case it does, or in case we have extra trash that we need to throw out on the curb, or in case, I don't know, there's just sometimes there will be like an overage. I haven't gotten an overage charge on my cell phone in years, since they've established unlimited plans. But back in the day, I remember, you know, you might go a little over on your cell phone. So it can be nice to just have some extra money in there. So we're going to add 5. And now we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, which is crazy how fast, you know, just 5 or 10 will add up very quickly. Self-care this week is getting 5. And so we have 20, 40, 50, and 55. We're adding 5, which makes 60. And actually, while we're here, I will trade out a 5 for that. Okay, and I'll turn down that a little bit. And then car maintenance is getting 50. And currently it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 220, 240, 260, 280, 3, 310, 320, and 325. We're going to add 20, 40, and 50. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 220, 240, 260, 280, 3, 320, 340, 350, 360, 370, and 375. That is super satisfying. I'm not even gonna lie. It just helps to give so much peace of mind. We have so many things that we want to do. Oil changes. I'd like to eventually tint the windows on my car because it gets really hot, and especially for our son, you know, he's in his car seat, and we have those like protector things on the side, but my car's windows are really, really wide. And so I just feel like he is getting, you know, he gets unnecessary sun. My son's getting son. Anyway, so Christmas is going to be getting, let's see, Christmas is going to be getting 50. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, and 200. And it's going to be getting 50. So 200 plus 50 is 250. So I won't recount that, but I will, again, trade out a couple 5s for a 10. And I will 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll switch these 20s out for 100. Yee! 250. That is exciting. I'd like to get at a minimum 500, and then anything beyond that will be bonus, because I wanted to, you know, start stuffing this earlier in the year, but just because of our financial situation and, you know, not having work prior to like the first quarter of the year, it was just, you know, there was nothing to save. So just having this even feels like a big accomplishment, and it's awesome. Clothing. Oh, I didn't think clothing was going to be getting anything, but it is getting 5. And some of these zippers, for some reason, is like make that, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like zip. And I prefer that sound. And I prefer the quiet ones. But yeah, I don't know why those make that noise. But anyway, debt, we only stuff every other paycheck. So debt, we are skipping today. Dental is going to be getting 50. And we currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 210, and 220. We are adding 50. Which then, actually, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to trade that out again for 100. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, and 270. Also very satisfying. I mentioned in one of my videos that not long after having my son, who I had an emergency C-section with, after I had recovered from that, I just basically went right in and took out all of my wisdom teeth, which was a crazy experience. But we still have some dental work that needs to be done, some cavities that need to be dealt with, and Jay has some, I think, crown related things that he needs done also. So even with insurance, dental can cost a pretty penny. So dental is one that we are adding pretty aggressively to, at least aggressive for us. So emergency fund is fully funded with $1,000. That I actually got from Dave Ramsey, and I watched so much Dave Ramsey when I was pregnant and trying to learn about finances. And one of the big takeaways that I had from him was having an emergency fund of $1,000 to cover you in case, you know, things really hit the fan. And so I'm very grateful that we have this. It gives us a lot of, you know, peace of mind, because the crazy stat that I heard is, you know, something like most people in the United States could not cover a $400 emergency if it were to come up, and that was us, and I did not want that to be us. And sure, there are things that are more catastrophic that could happen that would cost more than that, but I think that one of the things that Dave talked about, which I think is very true, is, you know, there are a lot of things that $1,000 will cover. So anyway, fun, which is for our garden, which, guys, the garden is on, it's struggling. We had roly-polies, we had a bunch of slugs because it was the rainiest season on record. And so, yeah, so we had so much, like 90+% of what we had planted, like immediately as it came up, was getting eaten. We have a ton of, not ton, but we have the remaining tomato plants that we had planted are still producing, but that has been a bit of a bummer this year. So I'm not putting a lot into the garden for the rest of the year, or not the rest of the year, but for the summer at least. When it gets cooler, I might try to plant some more cilantro, because it's been so hot here that, you know, it's been over 90, and cilantro does not like heat, funny enough. You'd think it would, but it doesn't. So hopefully this isn't too aggravating that I keep turning the lighting up and down. It's just funny right now. Oh, there we go. I think that might be better. Okay. Gifts is getting, how much are you getting? Gifts, okay, gifts is getting 50. Okay, so currently we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, and 75. And then we are adding 50, which then gives us 20, 40, 60, 81. Ooh, 20, 40, 60, 81. So actually, I will trade that out again. And we have 100, 110, 115, 120, and 125. And this is for, we have a baby shower gift coming up. We have my sister's birthday present that she still has not told me what she wants. And then I have a gift that I'm saving up for Jay. So this will sort of, it'll get spent as needed, and I'll continue to stuff for those things. Let's see. And I have not been tracking all of the expenses, just with having a little baby and I mean, barely being able to find time to even film the videos. It's like tracking happens basically when I film the video. So anyway, health has 15 and we're adding 25. And I took out of this recently for a prescription that Jay needed. So we now have 20, 30, 35, and 40. And I just think that it's good to have, because like that prescription, I didn't see that coming. So it's good that we had some money, put to the side for it. Household is getting 45. Currently has 20. So 40 and 5. So we now have 20, 40, 60, and 65. And we still have an addition. So we got a couple pillows today. And we might need some, oh, there it goes. It just happened so fast. The lighting. Okay. So in addition, I'm actually right about to, my camera has like a 30-minute record limit. For some reason, I have to look into seeing if I could change that, but I will be right back. Okay, so household we've added to. Personal, which is for my office and for things like, doing videos. I have 10 and I am adding, 25. So I'll actually trade 2 of those out for one of these. And we have 20, 30, and 35. Okay. And vacation, our staycation for my friends that are coming to visit, which is essentially our vacation for the year, which I'm super excited for. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 620, 625, 626, 627, 628, 629, 630, 631, and 632. I am adding 100 to that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which makes 732. I won't recount that because it's a lot. This is also very exciting, so we don't have to worry about, the miscellaneous things that come up while they're here. And it's a good amount, and we also have Jay's fishing license and the Discovery Pass that we still need to get. But I think the Discovery Pass may come in handy during this vacation, since we both have kids. Our friends have kids and we have a child, or our friends have a child and we have a child. And so it'll be their son and our son. And he's a little bit older than our son. But yeah, so I think going to the park will be fun. Maybe a fun activity for us. So that is that. Savings, which is for our son. Things that he might need, like toys and because believe it or not, I say this in each video, oh, he might need toys or whatever. He doesn't really have any toys, and I've been meaning to buy him toys, just to help, you know, because they say development really happens through play. And so I've been meaning to, and I haven't, because the set that I want, it's a little bit more upfront than like a one-off toy would be. It's like a set of toys. So I've been holding off, but I really do need to go ahead and purchase that. So 20, 40, and 50 is what he's getting today. And any other things, like recently we bought him a high chair, and just baby stuff that comes up. And then vision, which is the vision of our, you know, if we are fortunate enough to have another child. And like I've said before, these don't say like, oh, for baby and for future baby, but these were stickers that I purchased off of Amazon. And so I know what they mean. And eventually, you know, I'll either make my own stickers, or I'll switch them out. But yeah, for now they're fine and they work, and I'd rather keep it going than to pause, because I don't have the perfect envelopes, right? So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 85 currently, and we are adding $40 because having a baby costs money, and it's beyond just like, you know, buying things like cribs and toys and high chairs and things like that, and it's the hospital bill, right? And that's something that you don't really think about before you get pregnant, but even with insurance, it can be a bit hefty of a price tag. So I just would like to be prepared. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, and 125. And it's crazy because we just started saving, and to already have over $100 is very, very cool. And then I mentioned in my last video that we've started the $25 and $50 saving challenges, which for me are big, hairy, audacious goals. Are, if you've ever heard of, I think they're called BHAGs, but yeah, big, hairy, audacious goals. One is to have $25,000 saved as like a 3 to 6 month savings, and then also $50,000 saved for a future home. And so this is to just really get the ball rolling, and as we go, I'll get everything sort of figured out. I've created a challenge sheet that I'll be starting soon. And actually, I'll give you a preview. Let me see if I can get it. So this is the 50K one, and each house symbolizes $500. So every time I hit $500, or we hit $500, a house will get colored in. And then when the whole thing is colored in, that will signify that we have $50,000. So yeah, very excited for this. And I'm making one for the $25,000 one as well. And so yeah, you'll be seeing this more in the future. So moving forward, we have $25 that we're adding to the $25 or $25,000 challenge, and then we have $50, which we are adding to $50, yes, and 25. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. And in total, we now have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 95. Actually, let's redo this because I did not think that through. Okay. we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145, and 150. That's freaking crazy. I just started the last stuffing. That's nuts. Okay, well, that's exciting. So we're going to put that in here. And I'm going to create some envelopes for that. So that should be great. And then, let's see, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And then we have 105. Is that correct? I guess that's right. Okay, well, okay, that's exciting. Because I wasn't going to talk about that. I wasn't going to talk about this in this video, but I actually figured out what I want to do, because I have this coin jar and it has coins and it has some dollar bills. And I started this and I was like, I don't know, what I want to do with these dollar bills. And, I went back and forth in my mind, like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? And I have decided that I want to do the 100 envelope challenge. And if you don't know what the 100 envelope challenge is, people do it in different ways, but I want to take the envelopes, number them 1 to 100, and each envelope gets that dollar amount. So one envelope gets the number 1, the second one gets number 2, the third one gets number 3, the 45th one gets number 45, all the way up to 100. And with each envelope, if it says 45, for instance, you're going to put $45 in, or I'm going to rather, or we will. And once you fill up all of the envelopes, I believe it should be $5,050, which is really, really exciting. It's a lot of money. And so that is what I've decided that I want to do with at least the dollars and any sort of rollover money, that we have. So I did not foresee having this extra $5, and I am double checking my numbers, and I believe this is right. So because we have this extra $5, the $5 is going to go into the dollar jar, and then I have an extra $100 here. And the really exciting thing is, like I said, my birthday is coming up in the next few days, and I am just, as I did the budget, I was like, oh, we have about $100 that we can use. So we'll use this just for festivities, and since we're going to go over for my brother and sister's birthdays also. So yeah, it's really nice. Like, that's the beauty of budgeting. I didn't expect for there to be $100 left over, and there is. So I will be putting that into the cash envelopes, or into my wallet rather. Oh, this one actually. And where should we put it? Oh, everything actually has a category. Well, let's see. We'll just put it here for now. And I'll find a little envelope or a spot or something for it. I might put it even in here. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And I hope that if you are on your budget journey, that it's going well. And I just want to give you some encouragement in case you've been having a rough week, or if you've been having a rough time with budgeting. Just know that it's a journey, and some weeks are better than others, and there are highs. Sometimes there are lows. But whatever it is that you do, just keep going. And the power of compounding over time, I don't know if the word is compounding, but the power of consistency rather, will really, really pay off for you. So like I said, just a word of encouragement. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week. If you have any questions about budgeting or the way that I budget or cash stuff, please definitely feel free to leave a comment below. I greatly appreciate your like if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, I would love to have you on the journey. So there's a subscribe button somewhere around here. I don't know. Down here. I'm just being weird. Okay. Because I'm trying to remember all of the things that I'm supposed to say so that I don't forget. Anyway, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.